Life is our story to tell, and the choices we make write the chapters. Can we live in a way where we look forward to looking back? Asks Matthew McConaughey in his book and memoir, Greenlights. Greenlights is a book he has thoroughly enjoyed reading, and he might sit down to write more about it in a few days' time. But this morning, he wakes up feeling book sick, with an irresistible urge to dive into a new book, as if his life depends on it. You know that feeling, don't you? The one where the world seems to fade away, and all you want to do is lose yourself in the pages of a well-crafted story. Before he picks his next read, he first prepares the grand index, a blank paper ripped off from a notebook he bought when he was still in college. Do you still own those relics of your academic past that are yet to be filled to this day? This blank canvas will be the home for the grand index of inspiration, laughter, profound quotes, and wandering thoughts, all triggered by what he reads next. And he hopes the book has all that fire within its pages and words that this blank page gets scribbled to its last white dot. Is that too much to ask for? There's a problem though. He still hasn't decided which book to read next. In a world of limitless choices, selecting the next literary companion can be a daunting process. He begins his quest on Google's reading list, but nothing catches his eye. He then ventures into the realm of Goodreads as the search continues. After scrolling in vain, he switches to the cart with books waiting to be claimed and owned. What happens now? Then, like a lighthouse beacon cutting through the mist, he spots it. Miss Iceland. And his eyes gleam in joy. Ah, Miss Iceland, those first few pages were magic. That's what I'll read next, he declares with the excitement only a true reader can muster. And then he realizes he doesn't own a copy of it. In a reader's dire disappointment, he does what bibliophiles do best. He orders, and orders them all. Talk of impulsive book buying. Running out of all options, he falls back to his usual savior, his bookgiver and bookkeeper, his faithful ally and ever-reliable sanctuary, the bookshelf. His hands are restless to pick the next read while his eyes are busy searching for it. Which one is it going to be? There's this one with a red spine, a collection of Pablo Neruda's poems. Right below it is a poet's biography, but for today, both of them will have to wait. Sorry, Mr. Neruda. Then there is Ruskin Bond's Blue Umbrella, a book suggested by an encouraging someone. Sadly, he let this one go as well. Not far from it is Gift of Rain, a book he picked up from this lovely bookstore, Champaka in Bangalore. This one doesn't make the cut either. Why is it so challenging to choose a book to read? He exclaims to the benevolent open skies above. And then, he sees it, tucked away on the shelf reserved for books that have already been absorbed. This bookshelf needs urgent sorting. It is such a mess, he reminds himself and grabs The 1,000-Year-Old Boy. And with that, he finally has a book he can add to his current reading shelf. There's a lot to know about you, Aidan Henry Linklater, says Roxy in chapter 6 and page 30. Who is Roxy? Who is Aidan? Why did these two hardly 12-year-olds venture into the woods? That's all for a later story. If that's what piques your curiosity, you are missing something else here. A 12-year-old girl calls a 12-year-old boy by his full name, and if that's not something, then I don't know what else could be. Now, even I'm curious about the 1,000-year-old boy. So, I'll leave you to your musings and come back another day. Until then, take care, and may your next read be an enchanting and joyful one. Happy reading!